starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Scott Feldman is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Carlos Gonzalez steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. But the Rockies add 1 more to their lead, and it comes via the solo dinger. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 5-2 Colorado. Leading off the inning, Carlos Correa. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Colby Rasmus is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Splitter swung on and missed 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
That misses 1-2. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Right side to his right, Reynolds. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder.
At the plate, Carlos Gomez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
One 0 count. Here it is. Lifted in the air out to right. Gonzalez has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They trail 5-2. Nolan Arenado heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And Gomez will get this one in off the wall. And a relay to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, this is what happens when you allow that leadoff man to get on base. I thought they might hold him at third with nobody out, but he comes all the way around to score from first on the RBI double.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's Mark Reynolds as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. On to first as Valbuena throws him out. One gone.
The left fielder,
Gerardo Parra will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Fly ball heading for the alley. On the move is Springer, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and the run is in to score from second. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Now you could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Stepping in now, Ben Paulson. Skied into straightaway right. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. So two are gone in the Rockies' half of the fifth, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting catcher, Nick Hundley. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a two-out single.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Sent out to straightaway center field. Gomez giving chase. And the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Rockies 7 and the Astros 2. Evan Gattis will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. De La Rosa gets the sign. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Ready on 1 and 2. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, let's get you a shot of this reaction at the plate in show motion. You think he agreed with the call? I don't think he did.
Here's Luis Valbuena now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ball game.
0-2.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Gonzalez waits on it. 2 gone.
First baseman number 21, John
At the plate,
Singleton.
John Singleton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Jose Reyes steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Hit hard towards center, and Reyes is aboard with a leadoff single.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
Carlos Gonzalez will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, his 2nd of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His 2nd home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Nolan Arenado touches them all. as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Runs up and gets this one down. Valbuena is right there, and the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word from the dugout is, but here's one more look at it. Man, that's tough to tell if he was out for sure from that angle, and I can see why this was a really tough call on the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Rockies are challenging the
So here's
previous
one
play.
last look at the replay. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to rule the runner safe. And boy, I tell you what, I just don't see it here. I'd be pretty surprised that this challenge works out for him in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game.
Out at first base.
Here's Mark Reynolds. Hit hard to short. Correa takes it in. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys, top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Digging in to try it again, Gerardo Parra. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Line toward right center. Gomez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Ben Paulson.
Now at the plate, Ben Paulson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Feldman pauses. Here's the first pitch. Drives it to deep right field. Springer looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as this lead got even wider.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
Nick Hundley is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Back goes Gomez, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo home run by Nick Hundley as the blowout continues.
My goodness, it's not too often that you're going to see an outburst like this. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. I don't know if the wind's picked up or Everything's out over the middle of the plate, but baseballs are flying all over this place.
Now batting.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
Charlie Blackmon.
As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Coming to the plate again, Jose Reyes, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. He'll go to Correa for the force, and that ends the inning. But they strike here for 6 runs, as in fact they knocked the opposing pitching around for 4 home runs in that half inning alone. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Rockies lead this one 13-2. Jason Castro will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
In there, no balls and a strike. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
There's that splitter again. Seems to be getting better and better as the game goes on.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, this is the second time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
Jose Altuve will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Just got a piece up the line. Arenado has to hurry. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
The right fielder, number 4, George.
And you want to talk about being on top of your game? This is the first base runner that he's allowed since way back in the very first inning. He might not even remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
George Springer steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
Wow.
And this will prove to be a heads-up play at first as he tags up and moves into scoring position now.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Carlos Correa will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
And they get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping him out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
All even now, 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for Houston, and as you can see, they are way behind. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Will Harris will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Carlos Gonzalez stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Coming to the plate now, Nolan Arenado. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Gomez on the run. 1 down.
The batter, number
Ready
9.
now,
Second
DJ
baseman.
LeMahieu. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and he botches it.
A pretty good swing there.
First baseman, number
You'll
12.
watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Here's Mark Reynolds. Shot towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had to get up for that one. Sometimes the leap is a little bit more showy, but not here. He was up there a good 2 or 3 feet to pull it in.
In is Gerardo Parra. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Into the box now, Ben Paulson, as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. That's in there, base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
And the beat goes on. Another great at-bat, and what else is new? They've now thrown 15 runs up on the scoreboard. Now that is a good day's work.
Nick Hundley steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Here comes the first pitch. And a swing, and here's another big drive as this ball sent high and deep to left center field. And the long ball will burn him for the second time in the inning. Another home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Well, normally when you hear guys talking about pitches that hang, they're talking about the curveball, maybe a slider, but this is a cut fastball. It just hangs. You see it there. Just right out over the heart of the plate, and he doesn't miss it.
Now batting, the center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Hit hard up the middle, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Shortstop number 7, Jose Reyes.
Jose Reyes steps in looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Well, anytime you can put together a 3-hit game, you're doing something right out there, and we'll see if he can pull it off.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Colorado's out in front, 18-2. Colby Rasmus will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Chad Qualls will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Out in front of it, strike 1. Qualls sets. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Carlos Gomez will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Evan Gattis stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
The way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And they remain well behind. Number 35 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 35.
Carlos Gonzalez will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
The 0-1. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Nolan Arenado comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Gomez racing back. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning.
Oh, and this will give us a great look as we check it out in show motion. You can see him give it his all as this ball is just out of his reach. And he's going to pay the price, too, as he crashes into that wall at full speed.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as the blowout continues.
Well, this is a pitch he'd love to have back. You can see where it is. Catching way too much of the plate. Now he's going to have to start this inning over from scratch, but with already 3 runs on the board.
The first baseman, number 12.
Here's Mark Reynolds. Hot shot towards the hole. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
In is Gerardo Parra. And that one zips on through as he was in position, but he couldn't knock it down.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Digging in and looking for more, Ben Paulson. He singled his last time up. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
The catcher, number 4, Nick Hundley.
Into the box, Nick Hundley. As he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Boy, and here's a drive. Deep left field, and the long ball's going to bite him for the 3rd time today as this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left as this lead got even wider.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Shortstop, number 7, Jose Reyes.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Gomez has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 5.
Carlos Gonzalez comes to the plate looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game.
And this is exciting, and I wouldn't doubt him at all, Matty. I mean, he's obviously seeing the ball really well right now.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is retired. The final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rockies are out in front, 25-2. Luis Valbuena will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. This man out for his second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
All right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Popped high in the air. LeMahieu settles under it near second, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 21,
John Singleton will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
the batter, catcher.
Jason Castro will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. And as you can see, they are way behind. Tony Sipp will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Nolan Arenado stands in for his 7th at-bat now, and he's been terrific so far with 4 hits already to his credit.
Oh, that's a great game for sure, but the fact that this is the 7th at-bat is pretty crazy. What's going on?
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. His 2nd home run of the game as the blowout continues.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? 1 pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in again, and his at-bat back in the 8th was certainly a big moment in the ballgame. A 3-run home run that helped us get to where we are now. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
Mark
Reynolds gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's set. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
The left fielder, number 8, Gerardo
Parra steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Ben Paulson is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his 2nd home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His third home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, we've definitely seen a lot of offense in this game, but the bulk of it's come right here from this guy. I mean, man, I don't even know where to tell you to pitch this guy. He's hitting everything in sight.
Standing in now, Nick Hundley, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Line drive to left. Rasmus is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. Rockies lead it 28-2. Jose Altuve will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Walls is ready. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Full count now. 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. You just can't seem to finish him off.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Here's George Springer as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Carlos Correa strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's a swing and a miss, and the Astros are down to their final strike now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackmon on the move. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And this save will wind up being the 3-inning variety, and that's got to be okay with him as he gets the final 9 outs to finish off this victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, this game wasn't exactly a pitcher's duel, but take a look at all the RBIs. He was an absolute menace with runners in scoring position.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top 28-2. So long from Houston.
The winning pitcher is Jorge De La Rosa. The save goes to Chad Qualls. The loss goes to Dallas Keuchel. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.